Boom, I'm in the room. That's caught me out. Still trying to change things here. Oh dear. Right, good evening everybody. Welcome to the old Hill Manor. Has that changed it? Did that change it? Don't know. Right, welcome. Alice Uber the Platts at the moment. You're here because there's nothing on the telly. Oh, there's loads of people here. Evening, Corinne. How you doing? Boom. We can hear you. Thank God for that. I forgot to push the Dubry up. It's all very, very last minute. So we're coming to you live from the old Hill Manor. Lord Hill and Lady Hill, the Duchess. We're both here this evening. Got a great quiz for you. As you can see, it's something to do with wine and cheese. Or cheese and wine. So, what are we doing? Yeah. Oh, evening, Katie. How you doing? The sound slider. Yes. It's one of those things that I kind of neglect on occasions. But not this one. So, what we're doing. So let's just say people are popping in. Alice Uber the Platts. So it's great to see everybody. Thank you for joining. We're going to have it's a really good quiz tonight. I've gone through it myself. I can answer most of the questions actually, which is good.
Oh, hi Katie.
Yeah.
You can have a good day now.
You can.
Should have had a bad day so far.
Yeah, I'll put that there. Right. What we're doing? Yes. What's been going on? Well, we've other than it's been warm, what have we been up to? Have we been up to anything recently? Where we're going? Been camping. We've been camping. The project, the BSA D7 Bantam project is coming along nicely. And
it's one of those two-wheel motorbikes.
Yes.
not a chicken.
Not a chicken. Fancy thinking I'll get a chicken. What do you like? So that's what we're looking at doing. We're the project's coming on. So we're off camping again, and then I'm off camping for the weekend. I'm going to jump on the old big bike, and I'm off to the Adventure Bike Riders Festival, a place called Ragley Hall in Warwickshire, and I'm looking forward to it. I went last year and it was great fun. So what I'm going to do this year is I'm going to do a bit more videoing. I'm going to take me a couple of GoPros with me and see what we can come up with. See if I can get an interesting video to put together at the end of it. I'm either going to try and go live while I'm there. Apparently the bandwidth's not brilliant. We'll see. We either will or we won't. Date night in the tent twice in the last few weeks. Yes. So, right. Are we ready to start answering some questions? We have some really good questions coming up tonight. So should we start? Are you ready? Are you ready? Here we go then. Right. Eyes down looking. Have you got your pens and your bits of paper to jot down your answers? And you know what to do once you've got the answers is to when we've done the scoring, just put your scores in the chat box and we'll see how well you do. I'm expecting some big scores tonight. So stand by for question number 1. Boom. There you go. What is the visual characteristics is shared between...
Stop right there. What visual characteristic is shared between the following cheeses? Red Leicester,
Double Gloucester,
and Mimolette.
Oh, So, what visual characteristics is shared between the following cheeses? Red Leicester, Double Gloucester, Mimolette. Mimolette. Yeah.
There's no A on it. It's French.
Oh. Yeah, can tell. You can tell I didn't do French. Mimolette. Mimolette. So, anybody's new out there, pop in the chat and say hello, and let us know where you're watching from or listening from. So, question 2 then. In 1791, a farmer's wife from Normandy was credited by producing one of France's best-known cheeses. Name the cheese. Marie Harel. Harel. Is that it? Harel?
What was that the name of the cheese?
No, that's the name of her, isn't it? Marie. I know Marie Le Pen. So, question 2 then. In 1791, a farmer's wife from Normandy, Marie Harel, was credited for producing one of France's best-known cheeses. Name that cheese. You see, this round's all about cheese. Question 3 then. In Italy, the most prized traditional mozzarella is made from the milk from which animal? Sunny Hertfordshire. Lovely. Go on in.
What's Sunny Hertfordshire got to do with mozzarella?
Well, that's what Corinne's come up with.
Oh, right. Oh,
Can you see now?
yeah, I was just trying to link that to mozzarella. Okay.
Yeah, nothing to do with mozzarella, South Hertfordshire or
Nothing
Sunny
mozzarella
Hertfordshire.
to do with cheese.
So question 3 then. In Italy, the most prized traditional mozzarella is made from the milk from which animal? Question 4. Traditionally, feta cheese is made from the milk from which animal? Oh. So I've got cheeses made from animals then.
Yes, it comes from the moon.
Yes. Moon cheese.
Moon cheese.
Is that one with holes in it? So,
Bit dusty.
yes.
You get it.
Question 4 then. Traditionally, feta cheese is made from the milk from which animal? You asked where we were watching from. Oh no. But it had nothing to do with the question.
No, it's just the way your dad was saying it.
I know, I know.
And then you just suddenly
What
said
am I
that
like?
Hertfordshire.
Where are we going? Question 5 then. Oh, you better do this one.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's got your funny text on it. The following cheeses are all known for having holes in them. But which countries do these cheeses originate from? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you the cheeses, but I'm going to be kind as well. And I'm going to give you the countries. You've just got to match the cheeses to the countries. Okay? Makes sense? The following cheeses all known for having holes in them, but which countries do the cheeses come from? So we've got Emmental, Fontina, Gouda, Esrom, Tilsit. And your countries are Denmark, France, Italy, the Netherlands and Switzerland.
Did you get all that? So have a think. You got thinking time? So I'll have a go at reading it as well.
Right, just do the cheeses and the countries.
The following cheeses are all known for having holes in them. Which countries do these cheeses originate from? Emmental, Fontina, Gouda, Esrom and Tilsit. Now the countries you've got to choose from, or to marry up, are Denmark, France, Italy, Netherlands and Switzerland. Had enough thinking time? got them in order? Got the right ones in the right order? Question 6. What happens when... What's that? Annatto, a natural food product, is added to cheese. Does it explode?
Just in case people laugh.
Annatto. Annatto.
Annato, like a tomato, and an ato, like a tomato.
Annatto.
Annato, I don't know. So what happens when Annatto, which is a natural food product, is added to cheese?
Does it explode?
Don't give the answers away.
Oh, okay. So where we go next? Question 7. Cheese straws are typically made from which kind of pastry?
That's a nice, kind question, isn't it?
Yes.
Everyone should get a point for this one.
Absolutely. So...
The stuff out of packet.
So cheese straws are typically made from what kind of pastry? Question 8. Back of the scrum. Do Walker's cheesy Wotsits contain a dairy product at all? Yes or no?
Yeah, that's the question, because they're cheesy Wotsits. So do they basically contain cheese, basically?
Oh.
Yeah, do they
A
contain
dairy
any
product.
dairy products?
Yes. So Walker's crisps. So old wokeness himself, innit?
And it's Walker's cheesy Wotsits we're talking about.
Cheesy Wotsits contain any dairy products at all? Yes or no? That's a 50-50. Got a good chance of getting that one, ain't you? Scrum half question. What type of cheese does Heinz use in its tinned macaroni cheese? Mary Berry also uses the same cheese in her macaroni cheese recipe. Very good. Be good, isn't it? That's a good question. You're going to read that one out?
All right, question number 10.
Hang on. I ain't done number 9 twice yet.
Oh, you said you're going to do this one then?
Well, it's number 9, isn't it?
Oh, you're still off on it, are you? Go on then. What type of cheese does Heinz use in its tin macaroni cheese? Mary Berry also uses the same cheese in her macaroni cheese recipe. That's a double clue, that one.
Yes, go for 10 then. Go on.
Number 10. On which island can you find a cheese containing maggots named Casu martzu? This cheese is banned from being sold in the UK, the USA and the entire EU.
Not surprised.
It basically made you for your friends. I hope you still got some left at the end of the evening.
Yeah, I don't think you get many friends with that cheese.
Yeah.
Yeah, have maggots. Maggots in your cheese. Ew. So, on which island can you find a cheese containing maggots named Casu matzu? The cheese is banned from being sold in the UK, the USA and the entire EU. Quite right and all. So,
Sounds horrible, doesn't it?
Sounds
Oh,
disgusting.
dear.
So there you go.
Popular fisherman, though, isn't it?
Must be. So how do you reckon you got on that round? Are you doing all right, you reckon? Are you doing all right? Was that easy enough for you? Got another great quiz for you next week, by the way. You'll be out of this world.
Should we just finish this one?
Yeah, let's get on with this one. Right, here you go. I'll give you.
Answers. How many we got?
I'll give you some answers. I'll give you the answers, and then you tell me how many you got. Not very good.
Where's this?
You don't know yet. see what happens when I give you the answers, Keith. So, the answer to question 1 then, they're all orange.
A visual
Red.
characteristic.
Yes, they're all orangey coloured. So, orange, red, that sort of thing, I suppose.
Orange. Have you
Orange.
said anything about red? Have you
Well,
ever seen red cheese? You get red wax.
Well, it's called
wrap
Red
on it.
Leicester, isn't it?
That's because it's orange. You're trying to change the questions.
No.
You're trying to change.
So if you got anything like orange, tick. Give yourself that point.
They all come in a cellophane wrapper.
Yeah. Answer the question 2 then. Aha. Camembert. That's what it says, Camembert. Camembert. There's a T on here. There's a Camembert. Yeah, so famous cheese, 1791. Blimey, that's a long time ago, isn't it? Partial to a bit of Camembert myself. So have you got Camembert? Point. Question 3 then. Oh, mozzarella comes from buffalo milk.
The traditional prized.
Yes.
Nowadays.
You wouldn't want to go trying to milk a buffalo, would you?
Didn't know they caught buffaloes in
Yeah.
do now.
Do they got buffaloes in?
I have no idea, but
In
it's
Italy?
where the traditional mozzarella
Oh.
comes from.
I suppose they have
And
to
it is
import
now
it.
the most expensive you can get. So there you
Oh, I bet it is as well.
Mm.
So, question 4 then. Oh, so
However, we
feta
get this
cheese,
one.
sheep's milk. So, if you've got sheep's milk, you're doing well. Trying to catch hold of a sheep to milk it.
Stick them in your wellies. That's what Welsh farmers do.
That's the Welsh way of doing it.
So they tell us.
Question 5 then.
Okay, so Emmental comes from Switzerland.
Yep.
Fontina comes from Italy.
Italy.
Gouda is the Netherlands. Esrom is from Denmark. And
Tilsit
Tilsit is
from
France.
France. So if you've got it in that order, you've done well. See, we even give you the answers. Not necessarily in the right order. But there you go. If you got that, you're doing well. Give yourself the point.
1 point for all that work.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Not going to be generous tonight. We're giving both parts of the answer.
That's true.
Yeah. And you've got to get it in the right order, haven't they?
Yeah.
So, question 6 then. Oh, go on. You do that one.
What happens when an Annatto natural food product is added to the cheese? Okay, it's a natural food dye and it's used in some cheeses and it turns the cheese anything from shades of bright yellow to deep orange. So basically it colours the cheese. So if you've got colours
Otherwise,
to
it would be
cheese,
white, wouldn't it?
give yourself a point.
Excellent. Question 7. Puff pastry. So cheese straws are generally made from puff pastry.
You're going to get smacked, you are.
Who are you calling a puff? He says, look, puff.
Okay.
Puff pastry.
Right, so do Walker's Cheesy Wotsits come from any, do they have any dairy products at all? And the answer is yes.
Well, I suppose I couldn't call them cheesy wotsits if they didn't. And old Gary what's his face?
Yeah, but those are crisps. We're talking about Cheesy Wotsits.
Yeah, but he's the same thing, isn't he? He's Walker's, isn't he? Gary Wokey. Question 9 then. Oh, it's cheddar. So Mary Berry uses cheddar in her macaroni cheese. I wonder if that comes in. What do you want? Huh? What's the matter? Oh, is that it? Is that what's going on down there? Oh, you want to be part of the show, do you? Come on in. Up you come. Give him the answer. Come on, up you come. You give them the answer to question 10 then.
Question 10. The island with their maggoty cheese is Sardinia.
Sardinia. In Sardinia, part of the EU.
Yeah, but it didn't say that. The question didn't say that.
But they're not allowed to export it.
Sold. They cannot sell it. They cannot export it.
Did you get Sardinia?
Basically, apparently, they make it for weddings and friends. Great.
Some friends they are.
I think rather have their wine, wouldn't you?
Yeah. Right, so you know what to do. Stick, you geniuses out there, stick your scores in the old box. Okay, 6 out of 10. Excellent. Who else we got out there? How are we doing, Corinne? How are we doing, Katie?
Oh, 6 out of 10. You?
Yeah, doing well.
Pretty good. Pretty
6 out of 10. They're doing very well. They're doing very well out there. So what are you doing, mister? Are you going to calm down? So, are we ready to start the next round? Are we ready to go again? Are you ready for question 11? Do you want to read question 11 out?
All right. Oh, this is a lovely easy one. Now we're on to a bit of wine now.
Oh, Vin Rouge.
Right, now come on, you're all going to get this one. What is the Italian word for wine?
Oh, plonk. Is it plonk? Do you like?
It's an Italian visiting London.
He's partial to a job of plonk, isn't you? Eh?
He likes coffee.
So question 11 then.
Oh,
What is the?
7 out of 10. Well done, Corinne.
Oh, well done, Crid. You're in the lead so far.
Oh, hey.
So question 11 then. What is the Italian word for wine? And I'll give you a clue. It's not plonk. Question 12 then. Shiraz is alternative name of which grape mostly used in Australia and South Africa? Did you know? Do you know? Hey, don't chew me fingers. Don't need you chewing me fingers, thank you very much. So Shiraz is
the alternative name
for which grape mostly used in Australia and South Africa. South Africa. Don't chew me fingers. Question 13 then. Shiraz is also the name of a city in what country? Get off with your tongue. Don't want to do tongues. Right, go on. Clear off. Pop it.
Hold on, Shane.
I'm not going to. So there goes. Question 13 then. What Shiraz is also the name of a city in what country? Boom. Question 14. Is Pinot Grigio generally on the dry side or sweet side of the white wine spectrum? Did I get that right?
Yeah.
I'm getting good. I did cheat.
Cheated?
Well, yeah, because I read all the questions before.
That's not cheating. That's being sensible and prepared. That's what you're supposed to do.
Because I kind of had a go at him, didn't I? I kind of had a go myself.
That's what you're supposed to do. Oh, how did you do?
I did all right, actually.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, well done.
Mind you, I am partial to a bit of cheese and wine. That does help. So, question 14 then is Pinot Grigio generally on the dry side or the sweet side of the white wine spectrum? Question 15. Beaujolais Nouveau Day is marked with races to get bottles of the new wine to markets all across the globe. It is released just after midnight on the third Thursday in which month? Yes. I mean, fairly partial to a little bit of Beaujolais Nouveau. A Flory is a Beaujolais.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it's Nouveau or not, I don't know. But it's definitely a Beaujolais. So Flory is a very, very nice wine. It's a very young wine. And yeah, there's a race each year. They race it every year.
But they used to do it from Newhaven, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, when we used to keep the boat down at
Yeah.
Newhaven, we used to go across.
We could have gone across to do it. So.
It'd be like me, get stuck at your self-service flipping checkout and end up having to talk to the machine as it
Yeah, I
throws
know.
your card out. This item is not accepted.
Oh, come on, let me have it. Let me have it.
Unusual-
So,
unusual item.
question 15 then. Beaujolais Nouveau Day is marked with races to get the bottles of the new wine to markets all across the globe. It is released just after midnight on the third Thursday in which month? Oh, that's going to test a few people, isn't it? Question 16. How many litres are in a magnum of wine? Oh, I do like a magnum. And not just the ice cream either. So, how many litres are in a magnum of wine? Question 17. Where is Chateauneuf-du-pape produced? The Rhone Valley or the Loire Valley? Managed to get my tongue around that all right, don't I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Been there,
I have been there. I've done a bit of wine groupage out of there.
Yeah.
Both of those areas, actually.
Very pleasant it was too.
Yes. So, question 17. Where is Chateauneuf-du-pape produced? Is it the Rhone Valley or is it the Loire Valley? Question 18. Which country produces bull's blood wine? Is it A, Hungary, B, Spain, or C, Australia? How you doing? You managed to change it all yet? I mucked up her questions, that's why she's not reading so many of them. So question 18 then. Which country produces bull's blood wine? Is it A, Hungary, B, Spain, or C, Australia? 19. How many bottles are there in a case? And it's a full case, not half a case. So how many bottles are there in a case?
Oh, there's going to be big scores this round.
I hope so. I think they're very good questions this round. So the last question in this round, question 20. What is the name of the Japan's traditional rice wine? So an easy one, isn't it?
Oh, I've never seen that sold in the supermarkets here.
I think you can get it. I can remember drinking it.
Can you? It can't be
I can,
that
yeah.
then if you can remember it.
Well, I can remember ordering it.
No.
But you used to be able to get it in Chinese restaurants as well.
I've never seen it.
Yeah, I'm sure it's available.
I'll have to try and make something.
Probably Waitrose do it.
Waitrose.
Yes, Waitrose. So question 20 then. What is the name of Japan's traditional rice wine? Boom. How do you reckon you did? Did that round blow your minds? Do you like me graphics? Do you like all that graphics? Boom. So, how do you think you did? Oh, you did in okay. Shall we find out? Shall we have a go at the answers?
Around.
You can hear him tearing around in the background. So here we go then.
Oh, somebody's coming in from Poland here.
Yeah,
Are they?
that's Nick. Hi,
Hi,
Nick.
Poland? From Poland?
Dos Vidania and all that.
Oh, hey.
Okay, the answer to question 11 is vino. Aha, of course it is. The Italian word for wine is vino. And I think you find it vino in a lot of other places as well.
That
Vino
wasn't difficult,
Verde.
was it? See, that's
No.
that's a nice easy one. That's kind.
Yes. Question 12. Syrah. Syrah. Is it Syrah?
Where's the A in it? Syrah.
Syrah. Syrah. There's an A there.
Yeah, at the end.
Syrah. So Shiraz is alternative name for which grape, mostly in Australia and South Africa, is Syrah. So we've got Syrah. Boom. Question 13. Iran. Yes. Shiraz is in Iran. Used to be, was that, what did Iran used to be? Mesopotamia? Somewhere around there anyway. So if you've got Iran, you're doing well. Question 14. It's on the dry side. Pinot Grigio is a fairly dry wine. I'm partial to dry wine. A sweet wines tend to be dessert wines. There's a tip. And then you get a medium dry, and then you get all sorts of malarkeys going on. But yeah, Pinot Grigio is generally a dry, and very nice it is too. In fact, that's what we got, isn't it? Pinot
It's
Grigio.
going camping with us this week.
Aha. Camping with Pinot Grigio.
And it was easy back.
Yes, it
Comes reason.
comes in a box.
I can stick it in the fridge and it keeps the milk cold.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
So question 15 then. Of course, it's November. It's a busy old race trying to get the Beaujolais Nouveau out on the third Thursday of November. And some people actually get it back into the UK by Friday morning. It's a feat.
Yeah, but then they cheat and they go on the ferry, don't they?
Well, they have to go on the ferry, else how they're going to row across the channel. They
You go
probably,
across in little
they
boat like we've
probably
got.
bring it across in a dinghy. It's quicker. Get picked up, don't you?
Oh, yeah, come back to lifeboat.
It's all right.
Great
It's all right.
speed. Yeah, it's all right, come with wine.
I've got my
I've got
case.
passport,
I've got my
I've got
case of
wine.
Nouveau.
Oh,
Yeah, you can just see them all coming across in November, can't you?
hilarious.
In their little dinghies. Or with a Beaujolais Nouveau.
I don't know when the boats thing just say cork out.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So if you've got November, you've got it right. Question 16 then. Of course, the Magnum's 1.5 litres, isn't it? Gotta love a Magnum. So we've got 1.5 litres. You're doing well. Question 17. Chateauneuf or Chateauneuf-du-pape comes from the Rouen Valley. How many people put the Loire Valley? It's Rouen. Sorry, it's Rouen, which goes up from Lyon, I think.
It's not Rouen, it's Rhone.
Rhone. Yeah.
Rouen, R-U-A-N.
Rhone.
That's a different
Rhone,
town
the
altogether.
Rhone
We're
Valley,
talking
the
about
Rhone,
vi-
the
valley
Rhone
where the
Valley.
river goes, aren't we?
Yeah, the Rhone Valley. There you go. Question 18. It comes from Hungary. Bull's blood comes from Hungary. How many people thought it was Spain? It's not Spain. They do bullfighting in Spain. I know, it's lovely, isn't it? under the lamps. Under the lamps of the studio lights.
Oh, yeah, what's that?
I haven't even looked. I've missed even going to hair and makeup this evening, so you have to forget to look. Question 19. case of, it's 12 bottles in a case. Half a case is 6 bottles. So if you've got a dozen, you're doing right. And the last one in this one is sake. Yes. The old Japanese traditional rice wine is sake. and it's a bit of a spirit rather than a wine, really, when you drink it, as I seem to remember. So you know what to do. Boom, stick your scores in the chat. See how you did. Cool. There's some technical questions there. Did you love it? So let's see how you did. Well, hey, Keith's done 9 out of 10.
Oh, well done, Keith.
Excellent. See how everybody else did. Are you busy totting up your scores? Don't forget to smash the like button. We like the like button smashed. God, Muse are doing what's it? Oh, Catherine's only 5 out of 10. Well, still, that's over 50%. Or that's 50% even. That's doing well. You're doing well, girl. 6 out of 10. You're doing well, Corinne. Chris and Chris, 5 out of 10. Excellent. Well, shall we fly into the last round? And the last one's going to produce some really big scores. I reckon the last round is going to be some big scores. And I've got a frog in my throat. I don't know where I've got a frog from, but I've got a frog in my throat. And I've run out of drink.
Beaujolais, probably.
Yeah, probably is. So, here we go then. The
Question 21.
21. The replacement scrum half. Boom. What is mixed with sparkling wine and to make a Misota?
What?
Misota.
You didn't read that question, did you? You know
No.
when you were quizzing yourself earlier?
No.
This is where you must have stopped at question
I must have struggled.
Yeah. Right, question 21. What
You
is
do it.
mixed with sparkling wine to make a mimosa?
Mimosa.
What is mixed with a sparkling wine to make a mimosa?
Aha. Stuff. Question 22 then. Which country produces the most natural cork used for bottling wine? I like this country. Been there a few times myself. So what country produces the most natural cork used for bottling wine? They must make millions. Hard work, I bet. Question 23 then. Which singer heard it through the grapevine in 1968? Which singer heard it through the grapevine in 1968? I heard it through the grapevine. Don't even know how it goes.
That sounded all right.
Oh, it's all right then.
A few words, that's about in tune, and they need to pick out that bit of the tune goes. A bit more funked up though, you need to be. Put a bit more in there, you know.
I'm not quite sure how it works myself. Okay then, 24.
A bit more soul.
Who sung the words, "They tried to make me go to rehab, but I said no, no, no"? Christine said she's been, what's that? Ireland because it's Cork.
Oh, well done, Kev.
Yeah, well done, Christine. You're wrong.
Oh, Christine said it, yeah. Cool,
So, who sung the words?
Paper Islands, they make them from plastic, just to confuse people.
They tried to make me go to rehab, but I said no, no, no. Question 25. Oh, the character Hannibal Lecter, played by Anthony Hopkins in the film Silence of the Lambs, drank what kind of wine as he ate his victim's liver with fava beans? Did I get that right? Fava beans. So, do you want to read that one?
Question 25. The character Hannibal Lecter, played by Anthony Hopkins in the film Silence of the Lambs, drank what kind of wine as he ate his victim's liver with fava beans?
We do have some fun on this quiz. Question 26 then. What classical composer wrote the Champagne polka? A polka. Hoo-hoo.
Yeah. Which classical composer wrote the Champagne polka?
Don't even know how it goes. But I could dance to it. Can you do a polka? So, question 27. In which century was the corkscrew invented? Hey, that's a good question, isn't it? What came first? The corkscrew or the cork?
You would need a corkscrew, would you?
No.
Oh, a barrel.
A barrel. Roll out the barrel. Let's have a barrel of fun. Yes. So question 27. In which century was the corkscrew invented?
People wouldn't have twist screw tops anyway.
Question 28.
Right, in the UK, the measures of wine purchased in pubs, bars and restaurants is regulated. How many millilitres are in a small glass of wine, a medium glass of wine and a large glass of wine? So we're looking for 3 measurements.
Ooh.
How many millilitres in a small glass of wine, how many millilitres in a medium glass of wine and in a large glass of wine?
Depends on how large your glass is. Have you seen them bottle glass ones?
Yeah, but they're still regulated. They still have to have them in those measures of, or multiples of those measures.
Mm-hmm. So do you need a bit of thinking time for this one?
Yes, they do. Be kind.
So in the UK, the measures of wine purchased in pubs, bars and restaurants is regulated. How many millilitres are in a small glass of wine, a medium glass of wine and a large glass of wine? I don't know. I only ever order a large one. So here we go then. Penultimate question in this week's quiz. Boom. 29. Prosecco has fewer calories than red or white wine. True or false? Prosecco has fewer calories than red or white wine. True or false? So 50-50. Could be true and false. Woman like. Okay, that's enough. The last question. Boom. In reference to wine, where would you find a punt? In reference to wine, where would you find a punt? That's it. Did you love the quiz? Did you love it? So, shall we crack on and see how you did? Are you ready for your answers? So the answer to the replacement scrum half question, 21. Orange juice. Ah, that's interesting. Sparkling wine. Do you do the same with champagne then?
I imagine so.
Call it a Bucks Fizz.
Yeah, but you've had champagne. Why do you want to waste it? Orange juice.
Well, yeah, there is that to it.
I mean, that would be crikey.
Yes.
You know.
So if you've got orange juice, give yourself the point. Question 22. Of course, corks come from Portugal, don't they? they have big forests where they grow natural cork. I don't quite know how they go about making the corks to fit in the bottles, but I get they've got.
You can push the button, I suppose.
I don't know.
Come popping out the other end.
No, it's a natural, isn't it? I don't know.
Well, they must do. They're not going to sit
Well,
there.
they don't pulp it all up, do they? It's
They
made.
probably punch them out. They probably do, I don't know, planks or something. The big cut things come down, they go boom, and thousands of
Perhaps
things
they have a special tool for it. So if you've got Portugal,
You have to get somebody to do a programme on it on the telly. Who's that guy who goes round and does things out?
I'm sure you can find it on YouTube.
Yeah.
You can find this great quiz on YouTube. You can find almost anything on YouTube.
You can find the answers.
Yes.
Question number 23.
Question 23 is Marvin Gaye. He heard it through the grapevine. I heard it through the grapevine. So you got Marvin Gaye. You're doing all right. Question 24 then. Amy Winehouse said, no, no, no. You're not taking me to rehab. I say no, no, no. Well, Amy Winehouse. See where the connection is? Winehouse. So we've got Amy Winehouse. Boom, you got that point. 25 then. Oh, a nice Chianti. Hannibal Lecter likes a nice Chianti. I'm partial to a Chianti, actually. Nice Italian Chianti. Because it's an Italian wine. 26 then. Johann Strauss II. Wasn't, who's the other one?
His dad?
His dad? Johann
Just
Strauss?
go Johann Strauss. If you've got Johann Strauss.
Yeah, you've
go
got Strauss, you're doing good.
Yeah, in fact, even if you just say Strauss, we
Strauss.
won't worry if it's Richard or any of the others, you know. Just go
polka.
Strauss.
A nice champagne
If you've
polka.
got Strauss, a point.
Yes.
We'll be kind.
Well,
Otherwise, we're going to have half points all over the place, aren't
Oh, we don't want half points. So, where are we going?
27.
27 then. Question 27 is the 19th century, mid-1800s. Not the turn of the century. Christine said at the turn of the century. It's the middle of the century. The 1800s.
The turn of the corkscrew, Carrying Island.
Yes.
Oh, gosh. Okay, 19th century then.
19th
Question
century.
27.
28. Right, so listen carefully. So a small glass of wine is 125 millilitres. A medium glass of wine is 175 millilitres. And a large glass of wine is 250 millilitres. So you probably get 3 large glasses of wine out of a bottle.
Yeah, because they sell the bottle at $7.50. They don't do a full litre.
Yes. Of course.
There you go. You have to be multiples.
Yes. So if you've got that, 125, 175, 250, you're correct.
And you get one measly point for all
And
of
one
that
measly
work.
point for all that hard work. So, what are we doing? The penultimate question is true. Of course, Prosecco has fewer calories than red or white wine.
It is the dieter's friend.
Yes, so you can drink as much as
No,
as
I
you
don't
like.
think you can, actually. It's still
Well, no,
got a lot of calories in it, which is not as much as the other stuff.
Yeah, so it's true. It's got fewer calories. And the last question, good grief. A punt is the indentation at the bottom of a wine bottle. So if you look at a wine bottle, there's that dimple in the bottom. That's what it is.
Keep yourself
Historically, the seam of the bottom of the bottle was pushed up by the glass blower to make sure the bottle could stand upright and there wasn't a sharp point of glass on the bottom.
I would have just stuck with the first line if I were you. It's the knobbly bit in the bottom
It's,
of the
it's,
bottle.
it's the dimple. It's the dimple in the bottom of the glass. It's just, so it stands up basically. Because if it didn't, if they blew it, it was round, it would fall over, wouldn't it? You'd have glasses falling and bottles falling all over the place.
Before the wine's gone.
That's before you drank the wine. So come on in, let's see how you did. Pop your scores in the chat box. Let's see how many winners are out there. And there's the prize that money just can't buy, obviously. 21 out of 30, well done, Keith. Evening, Chris, you missed the quiz. You'll have to go back and do it on the catch-up. It's been a really good one. We've got some high scores today. We have some high scores. So the prize that money can't buy is our undying gratitude for taking part.
What is gratitude?
Gratitude.
Gratitude.
Gratitude. Gratitude. Oh. Well, it's undying, whatever it is. So there you go. That's this week's quiz done. Come on, let's see how you did. Come and put your scores in the doors. 6 out of 10, 21 out of 30. That's what, 75%? That's good. 18 out of 30. Considering I can't eat cheese and don't drink wine. Oh dear.
But you work a lot with it though, Corinne.
Yeah, you work in the industry.
It's just the knowledge, isn't it?
Yeah, so we've got a tie.
Very good, very good.
We've got a tie, got a winner at the moment, and a tie for second place. We're doing well. 6 out of 10, 18 out of 30. We are teetotal and lactose intolerant. We also don't eat out much. We eat out far too much. No, we don't.
No,
we eat out. We eat in fields, don't we? So there you go. So what did you think to this week's quiz? Did you enjoy it? Was it good? We'll call you about 9:15, Tim, out of present. Brilliant. Okay. I'll stand by. I'll be on standby, waiting for your call.
That makes no sense to people listening.
I know.
I've got a clue who you're talking about, what you're talking about.
I know
what
what
you're going to be doing at
I know what I'm talking about.
Oh,
So, until next week then, we'll have another great quiz for you. We'll see you next week. Don't forget Thursday, I've got another great guest coming on. And we're talking stuff. Yeah, brilliant. Good quiz. Thanks, Ray, for putting it together. Enjoyed it, but found out we didn't know much. Cheers, Keith. See you in a bit. So that's it then. We're done. Don't forget to join me. Don't forget to let your friends know. And if you did miss part of the quiz, you can always go back and get it on catch up. And you can always put your scores in the doors after the event. So all the quizzes are still up there, ready to go. They're all up on YouTube. So you can go back and do them if you wish. So there we have it. We're done.
Yeah, thank you.
Was a great quiz.
To,
Thanks, Ro
no,
and
not
Dad.
commenting
Love you
as
all.
well, because there are people out there who don't comment, but thank you for taking
Yes.
part, all of you.
So if you are out there and you're watching and you don't like to put the scores in the chat box, but you do enjoy taking part in the quizzes, just give us a thumbs up, because that all helps. Let other people know, subscribe to the channel and all that, etc, etc, etc. So until next week's quiz, thank you for joining us this evening, and don't forget Thursday for another Everyday Conversations regarding mental health. So until then, TTFN. Ta-ta for now.